Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakak, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, If You're Doing Wrong, Be Scared. If you're doing wrong, be scared. Call Allah, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. Call Allah, Yamla, Allahayanawa, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. And something that's on my spirit, and as the title reads, if you're doing wrong, be scared. And we know all the corruption and wickedness that's taking place in the world. Ultimately, in this place, the U.S. There's a great falling away from the Lord's word. These people, they half believe, and they believe in a little of this, and then they believe in a little of that. The Lord said in Scripture that He calls this generation a generation of vipers, liars, heady, high-minded, traitors, truce breakers, proud, arrogant, boasters. We live in a world where you can't tell nobody nothing. You can't tell nobody nothing, especially about these scriptures. We live in a time where people, they don't want to be corrected. They're wise in their own eyes. These people out here in the world, they are wise in their own eyes. Let me get to the scriptures. See, the Lord, He ultimately to Jake, to His people, to His chosen people, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the tribes, the Lord's chosen people, He's leaving no excuse. He's leaving no excuse why you couldn't get right and come back to seek Him. This gospel, this word, is all over the internet. It's all over social media. It's all over social media. The Hebrew Israelites, the Lord's chosen people. This gospel, because this is where the real true gospel is coming out of, starting with the Lord's men, out of His people. This is where you got to come to get the real gospel out of this holy Bible, is from the Lord's people, the men out of His people. You got to search. You got to seek to find the truth. The Lord says, seek ye and thou shalt find. Seek. The Lord is leaving no excuse. Let me go here. Proverbs. He's not leaving no excuse why you couldn't get right. Absolutely no excuse. Because what's coming is unspeakable evil. That's what's coming. The unspeakable evil that is coming. Judgment. A righteous judgment. Proverbs 1. Let me go here. Proverbs 1 and 23, and it reads, it says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. The Lord said, turn to me. Come and seek me. He that hath an ear, let him hear. The Lord said, be quick to listen and slow to speak. And you can't listen with your mouth. You hear that, Jake? Especially the women. A good majority of you women out of the Lord's people. You so-called Negro women. You Latina women. You Native American Indian women. You can't listen with your mouth. Shut up. See? You got to humble yourself as a baby in the sight of the Lord. The Lord has set up the men out of his people, a particular men, starting with the apostles on down at Great Millstone, and other men teaching the same likewise doctrine to preach the true word out of this Bible and warning his people. These are the instructions on what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Because he's not going to come down here. The Lord ain't going to come down here by himself and talk to you. He don't operate like that. He didn't set up his men. He got servants. So the Lord said, turn to him. And he's going to show you his word, man. You're going to have to seek him. What else did he say? Let me go to Romans. Let me go to Romans. I'm not going to make this too long. Romans 12 and 1, and it reads, Romans 12 and 1, and it reads, it says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Lord, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice. See? That ye present yourself as a living sacrifice. And how do you present your body as a living sacrifice? See, in ancient time, they used like goats and lambs and stuff for to put up sacrifices. But in this end, we are to use our body. How? By afflicting our soul, fasting, denying ourselves, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, denying ourselves from the pleasures. It's okay to have some fun, and but this life is vanity, man. Especially this American lifestyle. This American lifestyle will get you killed. This American lifestyle won't lead you to the kingdom. All the pride and vanity that's in this place. The adultery and idolatry that is in this place. You get yourself killed. The Lord will put you to death. But we are supposed to be, some of us are teachers. You're going out to the highways and hedges. You're doing sit-down lessons. You're showing your face, afflicting your soul, giving thumbs up, leaving good comments on the comment board on different brothers' lessons and things like that. You're rebuking, your people when they're going off. The Lord see everything. That ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Lord, which is your reasonable service. See? It says, and be not conformed to this world. See? You want to come and seek the Lord? You cannot be conformed to this world. You're going to have to put off that hood mentality. You're going to have to get rid of this whole spirit out here. These people are spiritually dead. They're wise to do evil out here. The Lord say, he that believeth on his own heart, you're a fool. You're a fool. See? The Lord said, he that don't want to hear the words of the Lord, your prayers are an abomination unto him. You don't want to hear my word, but then when you get in trouble, you want to pray to me? Get out of here. You're out of there. You're out. I'm not hearing nothing you have to say. And be not conformed to this world. Because we know a lot of our people are all into the holidays, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day. They want to be rappers and thugs and pimps and players and, the big giant business mogul and, all the fame and fortune. They want to have the power and the money and be told not what to do. The American lifestyle. The lifestyle of the rich and famous. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed. By what? By the renewing of your mind. Huh? This is what you gotta do, Jake. It says that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect, the will of the Lord. And what is the will of the Lord? It tell you in Matthew, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It's going to be order, like how it is in where the heavens of all heavens, where the Father, Yahawah, and his Son and the holy angels dwell. It's going to be like that on earth. It's going to be complete order and righteousness, peace. Righteousness, justice. This is what is the will of the Lord, man. Righteousness, justice. All that lying and pump faking and seeking and praying to all these demonic idols and all this witchcraft out here. Them days is coming to an end. Let me go here. So the Lord said, you got to renew your mind. Because right now, what he said, let me close out with this. Hosea. So, those you need to be, if you're doing wrong, you better be scared. Because why? This is coming. It says Hosea 13:7, and I'll close out with these last two. Hosea 13:7. It says, therefore I will be unto them as a lion. This is the judgment. This is speaking poetic. These are dark sayings right here of the Lord. How he's speaking, how he gonna come in this end. It says, therefore I will be unto them as a lion. These judgments are gonna be, because he tell you the four judgments, the pestilence, the diseases that are coming. The uncurable diseases. You're not going to be able to go to the hospital. You're not going to be able to drink some type of medicine to get rid of these diseases that are coming. A lot of people are going to die of diseases, pestilence. You ain't going to be no cure for it. No cure. That's going to be one. You also have famine. People are going to die of starvation out here. Famine, no food, no water. You're gonna die of starvation. And we know, we know of the wild animals that's gonna be out here too. Wild animals from the zoo and these different creatures and stuff. The Lord gonna open up the fourth dimension out here. They gonna tear you up. They gonna tear you up. You're not ready for what's coming, and we know the final plague is that those ICBM nuclear missiles that are coming. That you cannot. It just like he tell you, the day cometh, like roughly paraphrasing it, but dodge. You dodging a bear and fleeing from a lion and going in the house and putting your hand on the wall and getting bit by a serpent. You might beat the bear, you might beat the lion, and then you think that you're good, and then you go in the house and get bit by that snake, man. No, if you're not a part of that elect, man, it's them that fire, them ICBM missiles is coming. But it says, therefore I will be unto them as a lion, and a lion is terrifying. To meet a lion one on one is terrifying. To be in his path, ready to tear you up. It says, as a leopard by the way will I observe them. And we know the leopard is the greatest animal hunter in the animal kingdom. They are the best hunters. They sit, if you watch a leopard just stalk and hunt, how they do its prey. They're outstanding. They're outstanding hunters. They get into they prey. How they hunt them deers and different you know different animals and stuff like that to eat. The way they get low and blend in and stuff like that, them leopards are no joke. They're phenomenal hunters. This is how the Lord is doing. How He gonna do a lot of those that didn't obey the gospel, that's doing wrong, that's not obeying this gospel. He just letting you. He letting you go on, because that's how the leopard do you. He lets you get good and comfortable, and and you ain't got a care in the world. Them animals, and then just in a blink of an eye, them leopards hop out of nowhere and get on your ass. It says, as a leopard by the way will I observe them. 8. It says, I will meet them as a bear that is bereaved of her whelps, of her children. It says, that is bereaved of her whelps, and will rend the call of their hearts. The Lord gonna rip your heart out, man, in this end. And there will I devour them like a lion. The wild beast shall tear them. The Lord said, in this end, all those that are doing wrong, He gonna rip your heart out, man. Shalom.